Good morning, everyone. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor, and it's time for Friday Fab Five. So, normally on Fridays at 9:30 a.m. Central, I come live and share five of my favorite things with you guys. But today I'm going to be talking about one really important thing instead of five things because there are lots of things to talk about with this one thing, and that is our fall workshop. So, we're going to be talking about that in just a moment. But I want to do a real quick recap on what you might have missed over the last week because it's been a busy week here at Southern Adornments Live. So, this week, my friend, Miss Lauren Martin, came into town and stayed here at my house with me for 3 nights. And we have worked diligently for 4 days in a row, getting ready for Southern Adornments Live. I don't know how many of you guys caught our live stream yesterday, but yesterday we were live inside our shop out back and we were painting a craft paper banner that is going to be hung up at Southern Adornments Live, and all of our guests will be able to take part in finishing it by adding color to it. And so it's going to be like a large coloring sheet on the wall. And I think that's going to be so much fun. So if you missed our live stream yesterday, go watch that. It was kind of a really cool project. That banner is about 12 feet long. And we have also packed everything for all 6 of our projects that we're going to do at Southern Adornments Live. And by packed, I mean everything for each project is in a packet. And so every time we will get I'm giggling at Pam's comment. Every time we get ready for a new project, we'll just have to pass out a packet to each person, and it'll have all the components that they need for that project. And so, if you are one of the lucky people who grabbed one of our virtual participant kits, then we are going to be sending those packets to you as well. So at home, you will have everything you need to complete all 6 projects. The only thing you'll have to grab in addition to that is the paint. And so I'm so excited to get ready to pack those kits and send those out to you guys in September to all of you who bought one. We do still have some available. So if you missed out on that, there's a couple different ways you can get involved. Number one, if you can come down and join us in person, because there's no better way to be a part of Southern Adornments Live than coming and being there with us in person. Good morning, Carrie. I'm sorry, I don't mean to ignore everybody in the comments. I was just so excited to hop on and talk to you guys this morning. I forgot to say hi. Hi, Linda. Hi, Michelle. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Wanda. And so there's 3 ways you can get involved. Number one, you can come down to Destin and be there with us in person and craft along with us. So there are still some in-person tickets available. So grab that if you want to at southernadornmentslive.com. Another way you can participate is a fly on the wall ticket, and that's just watching the live streams from home. And then after the live streams are over, we'll supply a like a little sheet that tells you what all was involved in each craft with links to go buy the things if you want to buy the pieces to make those at home, or whoops, I knocked something on the floor. Or you can just enjoy the live stream, learn from the different artists that are teaching, and kind of see what all goes on at Southern Adornments Live. So that is the cheapest option. And then there's also the virtual participant option, which gets you the kit, like I said, with all of the things that you need to craft along with us. Hey, Susie. Hi, Lori. Hello, Robin. Good morning, Tamara and Tony. So yeah, that's Southern Adornments Live. Oh, and we've got some guest presenters who are going to be there along with me. We've got our MC, Miss Coach Kaya, down there in the bottom left, Lauren Martin on the left there, and at the top, Casey Hope. And then on the right, Cindy Manley, Erica Wallace, and Pam Savage. These ladies are experts in different fields, hand lettering. We've got glass art and resin. What else? We've got painting flowers, just all kinds of different things. And so it's going to be a jam-packed event that's going to be so much fun. And I'm getting more and more hyped for it every day, but also just a little bit more stressed because it's getting here quickly. Before we know it, it's going to be here. So it's September 29th and 30th in Destin, Florida. And let me show y'all like a quick look at our hotel we're staying at. It's called the Island, right there on the beach in Destin, Florida. Is that not gorgeous? That giant rock thing is a waterfall right in the middle of the swimming pool, and underneath it is a swim up bar. And I don't know if you guys see that, but right next to the hotel down at the bottom, there are swimming pools that come right up to the deck of each person's hotel room. So that's not a parking garage under there. Those are walkout patios that you can walk out and you can literally sit on the edge of your patio and put your feet in the swimming pool. It's the coolest hotel. I had to go there in person and check it out for myself before booking it for our event. And so we have a room block there. You can get discounted room rates. Tamara, I am so excited too. It's going to be so much fun. Ruth says, I signed up for the virtual. Ruth, I hope you can be there with us in person next year, but I'm so glad you were able to get the virtual ticket this year. That's fantastic. Okay, so that is all Southern Adornments Live. Like I said, if you missed our live stream yesterday, go check it out because we did paint that. I'll show it one more time for those who logged on late. The big virtual, big interactive banner. I've got virtual on the brain. And we're going to be painting that live at Southern Adornments Live. We're going to hang it up on the wall and provide paints, and everybody can fill it in kind of like a coloring book. So that'll be awesome. So let's move on to the big focus for today, which is the fall workshop, because I'm here to share all the details with you. It is time to sign up for it. So if you've been thinking about it, you've been seeing this little chicken hanging up behind me, today's the day where you can actually secure your spot. So up until now, we've just said, put your name on the wait list. We'll let you know when it's time. It's time. So first and foremost, how many of you are Painters Clubhouse members? If you are a Clubhouse member, you get this workshop for free. Okay, for free. So you do not have to pay the $10 workshop fee. The link is in the Painters Clubhouse. You can just go and join the Facebook group, and everything you need will be right in there. And I know you guys have got questions like, can I order the kit and stuff like that? Yes, you can. We'll get to that in a minute. So there's two different versions, two different ways to participate in this fall workshop. Number one, if you're a DIYer and a crafter, you're handy with tools, or you've got most things on hand, the cheapest way to participate is to sign up for the $10 workshop. That's going to get you the printable template. You can print this out at home. As you can see, this is multiple sheets of paper that I have taped together. And so you're just going to print this out at home. It's actually also going to come with a supply list that you're going to print out and a schedule. And so when you download that, it'll have those two things added to it. Print all of it out. Tape your template together. I've got a video showing you how, just in case you're a little nervous. And you can either pick up an 18-inch wood round somewhere else, like at a craft store or whatnot, or you can cut out your own. All you would have to do is trace this circle on a piece of wood and use a scroll saw or jigsaw or a router bit, whatever you want to use, whatever you're comfortable with, to cut out an 18-inch wood circle. I recommend 1/4-inch thick wood. You don't want to go with 1/2-inch thick. That can be pretty heavy, or even 1 inch thick. It's going to be crazy heavy. So that's the DIY option. For $10, you can get the template. You can cut out your own piece of wood and then join us during the live stream on August 14th and 15th. And I'm going to be teaching you how to paint it in a private Facebook group. Now, if you're like, Tamara, the thought of getting out tools and cutting out my own wood circle is a little bit intimidating, and I'm not comfortable with that, and I just want you to send me the wood piece, we've got an option for you as well. For $45, that will get you access to all the live streams, and we will send you a kit in the mail. It will come with all the papers pre-printed out for you. All you have to do is tape them together to make your template. It will have the supply list printed out for you. That's going to be in the kit. It'll have the workshop schedule printed out for you. It'll come with a sheet of graphite paper. That's the carbon paper that you use to trace this onto the wood. It'll come with the wood round piece, nothing on it, a blank wood round. And I know you guys are probably wondering, why is she sending us a blank wood round instead of sending us a laser etched wood round? There's a method to the madness, y'all. I'm sending you a blank wood round because this is an opportunity for you guys to learn how to use a template. Because eventually, you're going to want to learn how to use all the amazing templates that we have in our shop, or perhaps you've joined Template Club and these are starting to pile up and you don't know how to use them. I'm going to teach you how in our workshop. And so I'm sending you a wood round and the template so that you can learn how to use them together. I'm also sending you in this kit brushes. So it's a little multi-pack of brushes, a chip brush that we're going to use on the background, a sponge for background painting, And I said the graphite paper. And so all of that will be in this kit ready to go. The only thing that's not in the kit is the paint that you're going to need. And let me bring this up on the screen one more time so you can see. You're only going to need 8 paint colors for this project: dark chocolate, sable brown, Hauser medium green, primary red, light buttermilk, white marigold, and canyon orange. Okay, those are all right there on the sheet for you. If you're if you've already got paints on hand and they're close to these colors, just use what you've got. Don't run to the store and buy the exact colors that I'm using. Just try to get something close, okay? We provide the color names for your convenience, but use those little color swatches as kind of a reference on your supply sheet and see what you've got at home. There's no need to go out and buy a ton of new stuff unless you want to. Dixie said, I'm learning to use a template is a game changer. So the reason we want to teach you how to use a template is because if you end up joining our Painters Clubhouse membership, there are over 100 templates and tutorials in there at your disposal. And I don't want you to get in there and feel like you don't know what to do with them. And so we want to empower you by teaching you how to use them so that you can then go and use them on all kinds of things. Because tracing these on wood is not the only way to use a template. You can trace these on fabric. You can trace them on canvas, all kinds of different surfaces. I've actually got an entire blog post about that. Rhonda says, I love the door hanger behind you. That is what we're talking about, Rhonda. So right now you can sign up for the fall door hanger workshop. Her name is Henrietta. We did name her. Here she is a little closer if you want to see her. She's sitting in a patch of, or a pile rather, of fall leaves. And like I said, you can sign up for either $10 for the DIY version that gets you the template or the kit. Now, if you're not sure which one you want to do, just go ahead and do the $10 one as like, you know, your initial. See what you've got, like download that supply list, see what you've got on hand. And if you feel like you're struggling to find supplies, or maybe you don't feel comfortable cutting out a wood round, you can always order the kit later and get that sent to you. Okay, what questions do you guys have? Is there a link? Yes, I did put the link in the video description, but I can also post it here in the comments for you. Let me grab it right here. Here is the link. Do Painters Clubhouse Sisters get the kit? Ruth, you can order the kit. I believe the kit for Painters Clubhouse members would be $35 instead of $45 since it takes off that $10 workshop fee. So there's information about that, I believe, in the Clubhouse. If there's not yet, there will be soon. Rhonda says, I love the name Henrietta. That was my grandmother's name. That's awesome. Well, Henrietta, get it? She's a chicken hen. I love it. We used to have a chicken named Henrietta, and so that's kind of where that came from. Tammy says, can Painters Clubhouse Sisters paint it early and sell it, or would you prefer that we not? No, Painters Clubhouse Sisters can do whatever you like in regards to that. Like, I know a lot of you guys don't need to wait for the tutorial to learn how to paint it because you've already kind of advanced your painting skills enough that you don't have to follow along with the tutorial. And so feel free to go ahead and paint it, start sharing those photos and getting people excited about it, because whether we want to believe it or not, fall is coming up very soon. I don't want to believe it because I want more time in my pool, to be honest with you. But we're going to blink and August is going to be here. And something about people's mindsets when August rolls around and kids start getting into school, our kids start school like August 9th. People start thinking about fall and they're like, ooh, I need to start shopping for fall decorations. I need to start thinking about how I'm going to decorate my porch this year. So the quicker you can get on painting something like this and thinking about selling it, the more ahead of the game you're going to be. Where do we find it in the Clubhouse? Sherry, I would check the featured tab up at the top and there's probably a link. Okay, Melinda, I'm glad you said this because I forgot to bring it up. So if you will notice, when you go to check out for the workshop, there is going to be a little thing that says, would you like to get the whole flock, flock of chickens? I came up with 8 more additional chickens in addition to Henrietta. They are all named Henrietta, but Henrietta is ready for every season. So if you want a Christmas Henrietta, she's there. If you want a Valentine Henrietta, there's one. There's also spring, Easter, patriotic. There's one on the beach. So all the different seasons are in the flock, and you can get that for $27. When you sign up for the workshop, there's like a little check mark to add that to your cart. Now, there's not tutorials with those. It is just more of the templates. And so if you want to get the templates for those are available as well. And so we'll have a link for you. If you're not sure if you're ready for that, maybe you just need to paint this one first before you decide. sign up for the workshop, complete the workshop, and then we will have a link for you as well inside the workshop Facebook group. And you can still get the flock later if you're a little intimidated to just jump right in and get all the chickens at once. Okay, how many of you guys are excited about the fall workshop? I was a little nervous, if I'm being honest, for this workshop because I'm like, I'm not sure everybody loves chickens as much as I do, but I feel like you guys are my people and a lot of you really do love chickens. And chickens are trendy right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's like chicken decor in almost every store you go in these days. And so I feel like there there are lots of crazy chicken ladies out there. Do I have a crazy chicken? No, we kept Henrietta normal, but if you want to give her crazy eyes, that's up to you. Elizabeth says, do Painters Clubhouse sisters how do they get the flock? I believe there will be a link inside the Facebook group. So once you go and join the Facebook group, Elizabeth, there will be a link in there to go and purchase the flock or the template. I mean, not the template, or the kit. Ruth says, I need help printing the template. Okay, some tips for printing the template. So if you're going to do this from home, do you have a at-home printer? If you do, send the PDF to your printer. But before you hit that print button, I want you to check a couple of settings for me. First of all, check and make sure that, I was going to say that it's in portrait mode. I believe that's important. Number two, make sure that it is set to 100% scale. So don't click fit to page or any of those other settings. Make sure scale says 100%. That's going to ensure that your template comes out to the perfect size to fit on an 18-inch round. If you don't have a printer at home, a couple of options would be sending it to your local library and printing it. A lot of times, Office Depot or maybe even Walgreens, I'm not quite sure. Places like that have printing services will print off copies of something for you, and it shouldn't cost you more than like $1 or $2 to get it printed out at your local store. My mom says, yeah, she has several crazy hens. We have probably 15 to 20 birds. We have quite a lot. Will you eventually sell this one etched? Eventually, yes. Yes, absolutely. And the flock. Okay, you guys are excited about it. Awesome. Cynthia said, I know a lot of people with chickens. So yeah, even if you don't own chickens yourself, you probably know some people who do, who would be so excited about this. Wanda says her kitchen is decorated with chickens. I have lots of chickens in my kitchen as well. That's hard to say. Chicken and kitchen are very similar words. I feel like that should be a tongue twister, like she sells seashells by the seashore. Regina said, I joined Painters Clubhouse. I love it. I'm so glad to hear that. Oh my goodness. Carrie, your kids must go to year-round schooling because that's way early for school to start. April says, I don't like chickens because they scare me, but I love your chicken template. I feel like you sound like my neighbor, Kelly. She's terrified of chickens, especially when they chase her. And every now and then when we go out of town, she volunteers to take care of our animals. And I feel like I need to set up a video camera pointed at the chicken coop because she's like, throws the food in there and runs away. Oh, goodness. Regina's asking a question about Template Club. So this is unrelated to what we were talking about before, but I'm going to answer it. She said, I realize there are monthly templates. However, are other templates available when you join? So Regina, when you join, you will get that current month's bundle. You don't get any of the previous months. You'll just get that current month and any month going forward. Okay, CVS does printing. Good to know. Oh, yes, good point. My UPS store does printing as well. And I don't have a FedEx store, but if you do, they probably print also. Chickens are fun. Awesome. She said, I recall my grandmother loved chickens too. Who doesn't? They make breakfast. Linda said, I showed someone the picture and she already wants to buy it when I'm done. That's awesome. So you've practically sold a door hanger before you've even painted it. Okay, what other questions do you guys have about the fall workshop? One of the commonly asked questions that I get a lot is, can I sell what I learned to paint? I kind of feel like I've already answered that, but yes, you can. So if you've painted this, you can sell it. Another question is, what time are the live lessons? They're going to be at 7 p.m. Central. Let's talk about the schedule real quick. They're going to be at 7 p.m. Central on Monday and Tuesday night. And then we've got other things happening that week as well. And so Wednesday night, it's going to be a Zoom paint party with the Painters Clubhouse crew. And so this will be an opportunity for you to hop on there and ask painting questions or just get to know other ladies in our community. I will not be on that call, but this is an opportunity for you to connect with other Clubhouse members and people in the workshop. Thursday night, I'm going to be hosting a live Q&A inside this private Facebook group. And so bring any questions that you guys have about the workshop, about Painters Clubhouse, about painting in general, about my chickens. I don't care. Whatever you want to ask about. Friday and Saturday, we're going to have a couple of quiet days where you can work independently, get caught up. Maybe you missed Monday night's live stream. You can go back and watch it and get caught up, because we need you to submit your photo by Saturday in time for our chicken parade on Sunday. So Sunday, we will wrap everything up with a parade of chickens, which is pretty much a slideshow that I share with you guys of all the photos. And so I'm going to be willing to bet there are going to be people who paint Henrietta in a completely different color or style, or people who change up the background, or maybe even people who put completely different words on there. And so it's so cool to see the parade at the end of the week and all the different ways that people have painted this same design. It's very inspiring. Sherry said, do you have pictures of the flock? I will share a picture of the flock next Friday. I didn't have time to grab one this morning before the live, but Sherry, if you click to go join the workshop, before you even check out, there's a picture of it. And so you can like zoom in on the screen and see them right there as well. Happy Friday, Marie. Hey, Jolene. Debbie says, I can't get to my herd from the last workshop. Is there a way to get them emailed? Email our customer service, Debbie, and I bet they can point you directly to them. Marie really likes the colors, big fall vibes. I am ready for the fall vibes. I'm not ready for fall. I still like the warmer weather, but I'm ready for fall decor. I love fall decor. You like that font and hello? Thank you, Joanne. Okay. I was going through questions. That's what I was doing. Y'all get me so squirreled with your comments. Somebody said, if I don't have a craft store near me, how will I get my supplies? We can mail you a kit, so that if you download that supply list and you get to looking at it, you're like, I don't have time to go shopping for this stuff. I don't have this stuff on hand, or I don't know where to get it. We can mail you a kit. So you can buy a kit later, even if you didn't get one initially. What size circle do I need to paint on? An 18-inch wood circle is what you're going to need. What if I can't find paint colors? Like I said earlier, use whatever paint colors are closest to the example. So like I said, you can print out a supply list. Just try to match your colors to those little swatches right there on the right. As long as you get close, you're going to be fine. So use what you've got on hand first and foremost. Don't feel like you have to go buy new paint unless that's like one of your hobbies, buying new paint. I do love to go buy new paint colors, but what you've got on hand will probably work. And then one of my other most common questions that I get asked is, can we watch this on the replay? What if I am so busy? What if I have plans that entire week, or I'm out of town on vacation and I can't watch any of this live? All of this will live inside that Facebook group for at least an entire year. So you'll be able to go back and rewatch these videos and participate, even if you can't do it live that week. Sue, these are called Pear Eyewear, and this is the Larkin toppers. That's the shape of glasses that I have. I was answering questions. Yes, you can order the kit, Becky. So I think you're a Clubhouse member, go join the Facebook group, and the link to the kit and the flock should be there in the Facebook group. Thank you, Dixie. I think so too. It kind of makes everything worth it. So after you paint your project, I want you to hold it up. We're going to pretend this is the door hanger. Hold it up and snap a picture. Get somebody to take a picture of you, or do it selfie style if you need to. Prop your phone up and set the timer, and share that photo inside of the workshop group, because we want to include it in our chicken parade. Okay, guys, that's all I've got for you. Oh, wait. Don't go away yet. I forgot about the new designs. I was so excited about Henrietta. I forgot to share these new fun fall floral designs we added to the shop today. Every Friday, we put 5 new designs in there. This week, we are going full on fall. And so these are all fall designs that are brand new. You can get the templates half price, which makes them just $3.50 instead of the normal $7 until Sunday. That ends Sunday at midnight. And then you can also get the wood blanks for these 15% off. And so if you're a Clubhouse member, you could also stack your Clubhouse discount code on top of that sale. So use your Clubhouse discount. So I want everybody to comment which one of these is your favorite. Let's count top to from the top across. Number 1 being that welcome pumpkin with the flowers around the side. Number 2 being the one that says welcome friends. Number 3 is the pumpkin at the top right with the florals at the bottom. And then number 4 is the one that looks like a kind of like a, it looks like a fabric pumpkin to me, like it's got different materials on it. And then number 5 is the one that's like the top down view. So comment your favorite 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in the comments. Okay, I see lots of different numbers. So you guys are all disagreeing. There's like something for everyone, apparently. It's so hard to pick. If I had to pick my favorite, just looking at these, the one I want to paint the most is probably number 3. I really love the design on number 1. I love all of them, to be honest with you, but the one I want to paint the most is probably number 3. So maybe I'll paint that one on Tuesday, but I'm probably going to let you guys decide. And the way I let that happen is usually by seeing which ones sell the best in the shop. And so I will let your sales speak for themselves. If we sell more of number 1, I'll paint that one. If we sell more of number 3, I'll paint that one. I'm seeing lots of 3s, lots of 5s, lots of 1s. I'm seeing a little bit of everything. So I guess we did a good job on these designs because literally everybody, there was at least 1 through 5 listed in the comments. So something for everyone. All right, y'all, grab those designs while they're on sale between now and Sunday. Sign up for our workshop. And if you want to grab your virtual participant ticket or a ticket to come meet me in Destin for the Southern Adornments live event, all those links are up in the video description above. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.